Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft where, hey look, it's gone! The hole in the ground is gone and replaced by wait a second, there was an actual other building here, so that's weird because that was all terracotta. Anyway, I kind of wanted to show you something real quick. This is not going to be a full episode because I don't really have any real progress on any of my projects because I've been kind of grinding for things. I can show you what I've been grinding for and it'll be funny. But the main part of this is I wanted to show off what happened to Teon. So I know some people have seen the villager head sitting around spawn, and I could not help myself. I had to change things up just a little bit to keep things a little bit more jolly. I have no problem taking it all back down. If he wants me to take it all back down, I get a little party hat, the full ring of balding hair, and of course the giant red nose. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I can kind of jump over here to our build, and there we go. Nice. So again, built this the other day. Actually I've gotten quite a few sales out of it so far, so that's good. I got some end crystals to sell in here, but that wasn't the main portion of my time. The largest portion of my time was actually trying to get beacons done. So we have quite a few pieces together for that, and I think we were sitting at 8 beacons. Yeah, we're sitting at 8 beacons now. I basically put a whole bunch of spare stuff into getting more fully enchanted pickaxes and more fully enchanted gear. I don't have everything on the helmet yet, but pretty much everything, pretty much full sets. So we shouldn't die at all anytime soon, because I'm not using the elytra to get around because I tend to die with it on. So we're not gonna risk it no more. Anything else going on? I don't think so for the moment or for the time being. I just kind of wanted to make a quick update video, and actually, you know what? I'll show you what's been going on and why things are taking so long. So I will talk to you. Hello everybody, welcome back, and I just realized that I already recorded an intro to this. Okay, so 2 things have happened. Teon saw what we did to his villager, and he's not giving it back. He's not giving it back. He liked the clown too much, saying he's just gonna leave it like that, and which makes me sad because there's other things I wanted to do with it, but we'll see what happens when that comes later down the road. So as you can see right now, I'm currently digging things out, and you should know that other things have changed. Oh no, I took down the posts. Well, why would I have done that? Is it because it's starting to become built up? Oh yes, it's going to be fantastic. So what we got going on down here is just a little bit more progress towards a base that we can actually live in. So this is tower numero dos. I was going to say numero uno, but we kind of have our stairwell here. No, this is going to be the second tower then. And this is going to be not even the main building. This is only a fraction of the main building, and it is just continuing to get bigger. So in terms of scope, what we're looking at is this tower. So this is going to need to be duplicated, and then there's going to be a main building in between the two. So it's kind of going staircase, this main building, which I'm guessing is going to be somewhere around 2 to 2.5, maybe 3 times as large as or I should say as wide as this structure here. And then that's going to go all the way across this. Now, if you're wondering how we're going to deal with this, I'm thinking of doing like a kind of like like an undercity. So having it supported by its own beams, and then having other perhaps move the farms underneath here or something along those lines. But this is what I've been doing. I've been filling all this in. I've been taking down mountains, and it has been very, very time consuming. So as you can see, we're kind of halfway down the this you know, what was on top of this little cave portion. So that's going to be just kind of a pain in the butt, and unfortunately I don't have a very good way to expedite the process. So this is the other thing that's going to be kind of coming to a forefront here. So we've got all this being taken down. This is going to need to be cut back even further, because who knows how deep I'm going to have this, because we're going to have tower, and then we're going to have the forefront of the building. I think the main building I can move out forward a little bit. I'm going to take a look at some pictures, some references, something. But if I'm thinking it's going to come out just a little bit. So that'll be kind of nice, and we will kind of go from there. The main point of access from this building to the main building, I don't want to have on this level. I don't think that that's going to be a very convenient thing to do. I think it's going to be much more attractive if, instead of having a direct path on this level, we'll put it on the second floor. Now, if you can see, we kind of don't have a staircase right now. We could use one of these corners as a staircase. I'm not quite sure what we want to do with all of this. I'm thinking this should be a pretty decent place to have like enchanting rooms, or some of the small, maybe like a brewing room or something, some of the smaller stuff, and we could fit those in the corners. But there is going to be a second floor. So the second floor, I'm thinking, is going to be right about where this ends. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really counted how tall up this is, because I think that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14? 14's not bad. 14 is about where we were looking at in terms of half the height. So I might even move that up a little bit, because that'd be 14, and then so that might be coming in on the third floor, and that's just the third floor for this structure. Now, I know that I've been messing around a lot with perspective and size and scale. So what I'm thinking is we'll have 3 floors here. So one up 14, and then one up. I believe that's at 32. Yeah, it's 32. So that's gonna be more around the apex. So plan of action there would be taking this 3-story tall building and then separating it out when we get to the main building and making it 2 stories. And 2 stories means it's going to be really weird, because there's about 3 floors. Yeah, so there's 3 floors. It's 32 blocks. So it's 32 blocks to the stairwell here. And then when we bring the portion down, the buttress is actually going to hit the side of this building, and that's going to be the stairwell up into that other building. So if that's the stairwell, then that brings the second floor up to, let's see, from 32 to about, I'm guessing it's going to be second floor is going to be around 32 blocks up, if not even higher than that. We'll do like a 2x2 square for the pillars in the middle. I might have to upgrade those. I don't think that's going to be large enough to do one of the larger ones like that, but I think the 2x2s will be fine for that, and that'll be just the right size. But that's kind of where we're looking. Now I could do some subsections within, so we'll have this be the main room, and then have minor minor floors up here, and we can actually do some storage in here, considering storage is kind of the linchpin in the situation right now, because I have a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of places, like I've got a lot of places to put it, but it's kind of scattered around. I want it to be much more centrally located, and I think that this building could provide that. Now I'm not sure if that's exactly what we're going to do or if it's not, but just leaving those things as options is probably for the best. Now traditionally we would see the staircase kind of take it up along one of the sides, so it would kind of come up here and kind of just trail itself up. This would not be a part of it. I think I might just add this in just for better better access into the building. Pretty much the more points that we have that we can walk in is probably for the best, but it's gonna all require me taking this down. So if you want me to, actually, you know what? I'm tempted just to jump in and jump back to spawn, because I think we've done enough here for me to call it good for today, and we'll give you one last look at spawn before we call this episode good. So hopefully you guys do enjoy, or I shouldn't say enjoy, because this isn't really like a huge, like, mind-blowing episode, but I hope there's at least some appreciation for just the amount of time and detail I'm putting into this, because yeah, there's going to be at least 2 subsections here which we're going to have to put out. So we're going to have to do stairs. We'll probably clinch it around there, and then we're going to have to do its own windows, and it's going to be a lot of work, as if it isn't already a ton of work. But I think we're doing very well. I think we've done a lot of progress. We're also going to have to take this door and move it forward a bit on each side, I think, just so that it looks much more flashy. I think that's going to be kind of annoying, in all honesty, but we'll get there. But yeah, no, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll just stop over back at spawn just to get a final look at things. Alright, and we're back. Oh, goodness. So that is about it, guys, for now. I'm going to be doing a lot more in terms of terraforming for the time off camera, so I'm sorry if updates are slow. I do believe that there's going to be some stuff coming up in the very near future that's going to be for maybe more what do you call it, collabs. And that's going to be kind of a nice change of pace. So now what exactly we're going to do there, I'm not quite sure. So the reason why I wanted to point that out was because there's some people that have like come out just to request some stuff. This building itself has gotten quite a few requests. I don't think anything is in there right now. I think I just checked it. Yeah, done. And I've been deleting all this stuff to keep this book not so crazy. But there is somebody else that's come around that has asked for me to look into yet another medieval building, a medieval not a castle, although a castle is on the docket. He does want me to work on a castle as well, but he wanted me to do a medieval mansion, which does bear similarities in between, but I believe that we'll make it, different enough variance to where things aren't going to be too much the same. So that's going to be interesting. Our castle is going up, or I shouldn't say our castle, because it's less of a castle for us and more of a church, or a trying to think of other terms for it, but yeah, no, more of a church, where you could tell just by structure and elegance. So we're gonna get through a lot of that. So there's gonna be those things coming down the line, and I believe one of the other things that's coming down is a gold farm. So gold farm being just killing a whole bunch of pigmen, I guess. So maybe we'll help out with that. There's also talk about making a wither skeleton farm once the Nether update comes out. Who knows when that is? I'm looking forward to the Nether update so that we can probably make some changes to things, and maybe commit a little bit into the Nether. Only problem is Teon is right next to us, so we might even come up with a secondary base specifically for the Nether, and that would be pretty interesting. Now, how things are going to spawn in there and how that's going to go, I'm not entirely sure, but if we can make it work, I think it would be super, super cool and a great addition to the server. I'm also thinking of maybe doing some more Twitch. I haven't streamed in a very long time, and I think it'd be very fun to come through and stream some maybe something of another server, maybe just do Skyblock or something. I hear Skittle is interesting, to say the least, or I'm sure there are other places to do that as well. So if you guys are interested in watching me try and get back into the stream game, please let me know. I could put all links and stuff out there for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are enjoying the changes to the world. I'm actually going to leave diamonds. So if I can't replace the heads, I'm going to leave diamonds in their place. So we're just going to have this, I want this wall plastered in diamonds. Oh, we are the most evil of horrible people in the server. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta admit it. Just like, I'll be moneybags, that's fine. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed. If you guys have any suggestions for other projects I should jump into, let me know. I would love to be able to provide that. And until next time, take it easy.